Hey guys, here's the detailed review of the Nokia 808 PureView mobile phone that comes with one of the most advanced cameras of the recent times. It's called advanced because of the 41 megapixel lens in it. Usually there are cameras and smartphones that come with 8 megapixel to 12 megapixel, that's the maximum that we have seen. Even 16 megapixel ones, but 41 megapixel is a big blast. It comes with Nokia and this is the sensor, 41 megapixel. It's a Carl Zeiss lens, and along with that comes with a xenon flash. So this phone is typically made for the camera purpose, and you can see how thick it becomes in the camera area because of the lens itself. So the 808 PureView comes with the Symbian Belay operating system, and Nokia has usually kept itself limited to the Belay, Symbian and the Windows Phone platforms. So here's a typical home screen of Nokia Symbian OS. It comes with multiple home screens. And let's talk about the design first. The side thickness comes to 13.5 mm. That's because of the sensor, the camera sensor. And the top has got the HDMI port, the micro USB port, and the 3.5 mm headset jack. The left side is neat and doesn't have anything, and the bottom has the mic area, and the right side has got the lock key. That's the push lock. This is the dedicated camera key, so that you can directly click the cameras from here or open the camera application by pressing this camera key. And these are the volume rocker keys. So this is the back with the Nokia logo embossed, and a small logo saying it's the Nokia 808. Let's open up the device. So it's a BL4D battery that comes with a 1400 mAh capacity, and this is the actual thickness after the panel is removed. So the panel has got a gap here so that it doesn't even get more thicker after the camera is the panel is placed over the camera. And the front screen is a 4-inch capacitive touch screen. It's an AMOLED clear back Gorilla display. So these are the multiple home screens, and this is the application list. Let's go to settings. There are quite a few good settings in the phone, and we have already seen updates available for the phone. So this phone is recently launched, but Nokia has kept its good work on the updating of the internal settings and the applications. And we will see a couple of pictures that we captured a few minutes ago. The advantage with this camera is that you can double zoom it to check the quality of the picture. This is the original picture that we captured, and we'll click once, double click, and this is one zoom, and you need to double click it again so that it zooms to the maximum. So we didn't use any settings here, it was just a normal capture. We're using the camera application, and there are options to directly share to the social networks, like you can directly go to Facebook and share this picture. Apart from that, you have the editing options of the photo, where you can crop the picture or add these options: auto leveling, auto contrasting, brightness settings. If at all you are capturing pictures of people, then you can use the red eye reduction process, where The red eye is gone. You can change the contrast settings, the saturation and the RGB. So these are a few settings that you can change. You can add effects, clip art or frames. Let's go to clip art. These are a few clip arts that are available to be added to the picture itself directly. So most of the stuff can be done directly from the phone, and you won't need your laptop or computer all the time to edit the pictures. After the complete editing is done, you can save the picture here. So this is the way zooming works here. The camera has got a lot of options, like let's check out what all it has shown. So this is the basic camera application, and you'll see 3 custom settings here: C1, C2 and C3. So if at all you click on one, there are a few different modes and settings that you can save for that custom setting. In the sensor mode, you can either click on pure view or full resolution. Pure view is a technology used by Nokia for its camera for better capturing of the image, or it's a full resolution which would give you a picture resolution of around 7000 pixels, and the aspect ratio 16:9 or 4:3. JPG quality could be normal or super fine, and the other settings are of the color tone, the capture mode, the saturation, contrast, sharpness, and a few preferences about the viewfinder grid, video stabilization, focus assist lamp, capture when phone locked. So that's C1. So you can keep changing the settings in all the 3 modes, and you can save them so that whenever in future you want to capture a picture in a particular environment, you can just select on the custom setting and start capturing without wasting your time keeps changing the settings. There are different scenes. This is the automatic, this is the macro close-up mode, that's called macro. This is the portrait mode, this is the night portrait. This would be the sports, where there's something moving along in a faster speed and you need to capture that. This is a spotlight mode, and this is snow mode. So these are the different scenes, and the automatic is the most basic one, where you won't be needing to change any much of the settings. You just start capturing the pictures. So that's about the image capturing, and the video is of 1080 HD quality, 1080p. And the video has an option of CAF, that's the autofocus of the camera. So you can choose to either choose whether you want the camera to do the autofocusing, or if you want to manually focus the particular object while capturing the videos. That depends on your own. Let's try to capture something. So you need to first focus it and then hit on click. So this is without the flash, and let's see if at all you are using the flash compulsorily, how hard the flash works. So this is the one with the flash, and this is without the flash. You'll be able to see the effects here on the corners, and this is generalized non-flash capture. The capture with the flash was quite better than that without the flash, so it depends on the environment totally. You can choose to crop the image directly and save it. So this is the cropped image. The original image is saved as it is, and you can make multiple versions by cropping the images. So this is the direct zooming or cropping of the zone. Let's see how well the macro mode works here, because in the normal mode you won't be able to capture everything clearly. So this is the normal mode where focusing a very near object is not that good. While you go to the scenes and select the macro mode, now you will be able to see the focusing, which would be a lot better. And it's better than that you use the automatic flash, so that it flashes whenever it sees that there is no good light in the background. Capturing is not good thanks to my shaky hands. So this is a typical capture using the Nokia 808 PureView. And it isn't just the camera that would do all the wonders. You need to have a bit of knowledge about how to capture the images. So these are the basic applications with which the Nokia 808 has come. There are a few games, a traveler application, the quick office for all the office files, and the map loader, Nokia Music to download the music directly, Nokia Sync, F-Secure is an antivirus, Adobe Reader for the PDF file reading, dictionary, the social networking apps, and the Twitter, Gravity, and the Facebook application. So there are quite a lot of applications that the phone has directly come with. And this is the Nokia Drive. Drive is a pretty good application where you need to just set the location where you want to go, and it would directly give you the directions. So this is how you need to set destination. I might not opt to go for this right now because I haven't done the GPS on. So Drive is a pretty good application. We'll show you a demo of that later on. So YouTube isn't a separate application, but it comes as a website in the browser of the phone. Let's check one of the videos. So the quality of the picture and sound is very good, and the sound quality is very high. That's one of the advantages with this phone. So the Simandbele has its own notification panel where you can have the shortcuts for the mobile data service toggling on or off, the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and the mode for sound. You can either choose to have it silent or ringing mode. So talking about the updates that are available, there are three updates available for the Microsoft apps: 2.01, Nokia Big Screen, and the social update. So the applications updates already available, and that's one of the good things with Nokia. On the home screen you could add many widgets. There's a big list of applications and widgets that can be set on the multiple home screens. You could add shortcuts for any applications. You have already checked the sound quality, but still Let's open one of the songs and see how well the sound quality is. This is the speaker. That's the speaker from where the whole of the music has been coming. This is the speaker area just beside the camera. And so this is the 41 megapixel sensor of the phone of the camera. It's coming with a xenon flash. So overall the phone is a pretty good one when you're talking about the camera quality, the software, and the 1.3 gigahertz processor. It's quite good and speed for those multiple applications to be used at once. And pressing the center key for a long time would show you the open applications, which you can choose to directly close from here. And these are the physical buttons on the front. This is for calling, this is for end, and this is the same key for switching off the phone or making a few setting changes, like turning the phone into offline mode or the power saving on mode. So this was all about the Nokia 808 PUV mobile phone. Keep checking out our other videos for the other Nokia phone reviews. Thank you.